So it feels good to have these videos where I'm able to think about what I'm saying, to really internalize it, because I tend to dwell on things. Um, and then also, um, whether or not what I'm saying, whether or not these videos that I'm making are uh, entertaining at all to anyone at all. When I rewatch them, sometimes I amuse myself. So I suppose that's like a that's a pretty personal thing, subjective. But just like watching videos of yourself, what I've noticed in the few months that I've been doing this is just witnessing my own mannerisms or things that I say, things that I maybe repeat. Uh, it can be kind of uh, entertaining in a way, just watching myself. Self-involved. Uh, I don't know. It's a funny feel. It's a funny feeling being entertained by yourself, and it's funny thinking of it that way. But um, I look at that as a positive. A lot of things you can look at as positive or negative, but I look at that as a positive because at least I'm not like I'm sure there's a lot of people when they watch videos of themselves or think of themselves, they uh, they feel bad, or they're like too critical about what they're saying or how they look, and I think that's great that I don't feel that way. I like that when I watch a video of myself, I don't feel like crap. I actually feel like, oh yeah, I like that I said that. I like that I'm saying what I'm saying, and I like how I said it. Or I'm actually amusing myself. It's funny to amuse oneself. But I think the best thing to do when you're making videos, like especially if you're enjoying what you're saying, unless you're like an actor, unless like that's your thing, it's if you're doing what I'm doing, like kind of like well, video journal, expressing your thoughts. The best thing to do is to be genuine, because I feel like my identity is important to me, and I feel like it's important to be truthful to how you feel. So that's the main thing. Like if somebody doesn't like what you say or how you feel, it doesn't matter if that's how you really feel. If that's your genuine self, that's the most important thing. As long as you're not hurting anybody, if you're genuine to yourself, it shouldn't matter what someone else is thinking. So that's a great way of thinking about that, I think. Like you don't have to be perfect. Like I know I'm not perfect. I know I might make mistakes. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't say things as well as other people might articulate. So maybe I'm not perfect in every way. Like nobody's perfect, right? So it's nice to know that you don't have to be perfect. Free, free to not be perfect. Yep, I am still tired. I'm feeling kind of numb in the head. It feels good to close my eyes. I sure hope. Um, it sure would be nice to have a good night's sleep. That's one thing uh, one thing that sometimes happens is when you don't get it, when you're really tired one day, uh, at least the next day maybe you'll make up for it. You'll compensate for the lack of sleep the previous day, and you'll sleep well the next day. So because I was stressed out about this annoying situation, I only got a few hours of sleep. Uh, I actually had some nice dreams. Dream, it's great. Um, it was great that like I was worried I wasn't gonna fall asleep at all, but it's great that the little bit of sleep I got, at least I had a nice dream, which I'm not gonna talk about because it was nice and it was too personal. Sometimes you have nice dreams. I wish I had more nice dreams like that, especially because my personal life, because I don't have a girlfriend. At least, at least in my dream life, I might have some fun. We'll leave it at that. Use your imagination. I had fun in my dream. Okay, so maybe to round this up, finally, um, I guess one thing I was thinking was, okay, because this woman uh, from this annoying situation was telling me uh, that I couldn't stand in the entryway because it's a fire hazard. A fire hazard. She was telling me I couldn't stand in the entryway even though I knew I was about to leave anyway, so I was irritated that she was telling me I couldn't stand in a spot I was about to leave. Uh, it's kind of nice how you can take a positive spin on a perceived negative. Lemons, lemon, what is it? Make when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Right? Oh yeah. Okay. Uh, so a perceived negative experience, if something positive comes from it, if you make an adaptation with your life in a positive way, if you adapt from something that is perceived to be a negative, if you adapt in a positive way, that's a good thing. Or if you adapt in like a survivalistic or like you just adapt in a maybe not necessarily a positive way, but you adapt and you move on. Adaptation is good. Realizing or coming to conclusions that make you adapt to a situation that may be just hopeless or very frustrating. It's good to be able to adapt and work through it. Um, so, so what I was doing when I was going through this entryway, I was taking my laptop and I was holding it between my thighs when I was taking it out of the laptop holder, carrying case thing. And I was concerned as I was doing it because I didn't want to drop it on the cement that was in the entryway. So even if I had been doing that outside, directly outside the entryway, there's still cement out there because there's sidewalk out there too. So I was concerned, like I was taking a risk basically. Like, oh, I hope I don't accidentally drop from my, like, I hope I don't loosen my grip on my thighs and drop my laptop directly on the cement and break it, because that would make me very, 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 very angry, and I would blame it on the co-op and this, especially this woman who's irritating me. telling me I can't stand in a place I'm about to leave anyway, that I'm only standing in for 2 minutes. So, I guess I was thinking, okay, I figured out a way. I got a solution to that concern of mine, which maybe to some people was obvious, but I figured it out. But I guess taking, I was taking that concern away by not doing that method, not having it, like holding it between my legs. So I was just, rather than doing that, I was thinking, well, okay, I could avoid having this confrontation again, hopefully, by not even stopping in this entryway at all, not even for 2 minutes. So I'll avoid this interaction completely by just going straight out the entryway and being directly, being outside the entryway before. So doing the same thing I was doing in the entryway, but outside the entryway with a twist. Um, instead of taking the carrying case, instead of taking this off, leaving it on my shoulder, and kind of seems obvious now, I suppose, just taking it out of the laptop without taking the carrying case off. But I think one thing that one reason maybe why I wasn't doing that was because I always had this thing in there, and when I don't have that in there, it just it's really awkward. Like either way, it's kind of awkward, and either way, I'm taking a risk, I suppose. But if I don't take the carrying case off, and I don't have that this dust protector thing, if I don't have it in there, then it's easier to open up the laptop while it's still inside. Like, okay, so I don't have to open it up, the laptop, to take this out. So I leave this out, so I don't have to open it up. So just take out the laptop, and not worry about the dust protector, because it's kind of like awkward. So like if I take the laptop out and I'm trying to open it while I'm holding it, and I got the dust protector in there, it makes it even worse. So if I don't worry about the dust protector, uh, then I just kind of awkwardly open it up while standing, because it sure is a lot easier. Go ahead, try that. Uh, it makes it more convenient opening up a laptop when it's set down on a table. And so when I'm doing what that routine that I've been doing, there's no table out there. The only thing I could, like, I would have to put it right on the cement to easily open it, but then I'm bent over or sitting down and then opening up. So that doesn't make sense either. Yeah, so the easiest way to open up the laptop is if it's sitting on something. So it's a little trickier opening up when you're standing. For me anyway, it's a little trickier, just a little bit.